Hey guys, got another Division video. This time going to be covering the Banshee PvP set. This is probably the most fun PvP set that I've been running since 1.4 has come out. I've not fully perfected the build, but I've got a pretty good baseline, and as you can see in this clip right here, doing a lot of PvP. I took some clips today, and I've got this one at the first of the video, and a couple at the end of the video. You can kind of see it in action, see how I'm taking on some enemies. I'm actually running a higher stamina setup because I am a person that I favor survivability. So I'm going to point out some things of how my build is not perfected yet, it's not fully min-maxed, and some things of how it can be done. It's easy to drop players with or without tack link. Tack link is a wonderful bonus to have, and I'll mention that again when we cover skills. Alright, so looking at my gear, you can look right away. I've got an SMG and a light machine gun. The light machine gun by far is the better option because you get the damage to targets out of cover. I mainly use that light machine gun 200 round magazine, and it is fantastic to use. That paired with the 10% bonus damage in the Banshee set to targets out of cover is a great combo. Again, I'm only rocking about 200,000 DPS on the light machine gun, about 350,000 toughness. I've been told that the DPS is low, it's not good enough, but as you can see in the video in the start, running in a group, I have no issue dropping guys even by myself. I've put 2 and 3 guys down by myself. It's not that bad. Alright, so you can check out the 4-piece of the Banshee. You can see that while rogue, you take 10% less damage from players who are non-rogue. You also get an ammo refill every 30 seconds. You get 10% bonus damage to targets out of cover for the 3-piece. Plus, non-rogue, you get no currency or XP lost, and you get bonus damage to rogue players. So again, I'm going to go through, I'm going to point out all the different gear pieces. So what is wrong in my build is my gear mods specifically are not all rolled towards armor. Armor by far is the most important thing to increase your toughness. Most of my gear mods are rolled for armor. Some are still a couple of level 32 mods. I've not got the 33 equivalent. I'm kind of slacking on that, but I'm hoping over the next couple days to get that improved. Armor rolled on every gear piece you possibly can is highly important. The secondary rolls for major attributes, you can use those at your discretion. I highly recommend a light machine gun, rolling armor on everything you can. Firearms, stamina, electronics mods, that is at your discretion. I run firearms, stamina, higher stamina, slightly lower firearms. Every gear mod having armor. As far as performance mods, I'm using Pulse and First Aid. So I'm using First Aid Self-Heal along with Pulse Crit Hit Chance. Those are the 2 performance mods I'm using. I'm using Nomad for a 2-piece of Health on Kill. 2 pieces completely optional. I've got a friend that's running Reckless and Savage. It's a great combo. I've not tried it yet, but your 2-piece is completely up to you on what you run. I'm just covering the 4-piece of Banshee. The 2-piece Nomad is for me. I can quickly tag a target, get some health, that kind of stuff. Alright, so I'm using my Pulse. You can use any of the pulses you would like. They're pretty close together. I'm using First Aid Overdose for a big heal for myself. Booster Shot is a great option as well. As far as talents, Critical Save is a good one to have anytime. Combat Medic is one that's good if you're running in a group to be a team player, but that is optional. You can swap that out for something else. One is None and On the Move are 2 I highly recommend. The one I recommend switching out Combat Medic is the one that pulses targets, which I showed right there. This is the higher firearms setup of the Banshee setup that I've got. You can see about 211,000 DPS, drops my toughness to 310. This is for dropping players more quickly, but it's not really needed. I rarely run that setup. Alright, so I got some more things, and I just want to talk for a minute on things to do running the Banshee set. So first off, this is not a God mode set. You're not going to sit and drop players in 2 shots or 3 shots. This is a well-balanced set to combat people effectively. It counters itself very well. It counters other sets very well. It does a solid amount of damage paired with a light machine gun. I'm getting 30% bonus damage to targets out of cover. Almost everybody in the division plays out of cover, so you're always going to be getting that. The no loss of experience or currency when not rogue. That's just a nice bonus. The 10% damage reduction, 10% bonus is where it's at. So when you consider fighting against rogue players, I'm getting a 10% damage to rogue players, 30% damage to targets out of cover. Along with my light machine gun has in the neighborhood of 16,000 base damage per bullet. And a 200 round magazine, it's pretty powerful. So, I highly recommend running the Pulse. It's nice to have the extra crit hit chance, crit hit damage, that kind of stuff. Even if it is a small amount, it is nice to have. First aid overdose is really good for yourself. Again, you can swap that for booster shot. That's completely up to you. My preference is to keep overheal on. The other thing is your special, your tack link, survival, defense link, the blue, the yellow, the green, that kind of stuff. I see a lot of people popping greens in the dark zone, but in all honesty, if I pop a crit and hit you and you pop a green, I'm still going to kill you as soon as I can because my yellow is going to do more than your green. That's just the way it is. So I highly recommend running Tack Link as your special running this setup. Again, armor, armor, armor. Stack as much armor as you can, get as high as you can. The more mitigation you got, the more you're going to survive. You can run a glass cannon if you want to. I do not recommend it. Again, if you run a glass cannon, you kind of are on the side of you either drop people really quick or you're dead. It's kind of one of the two, because if you're running a glass cannon and I hit you with my setup, you might die within 3 bullets, which with tack or with my light machine gun, that's not many rounds at all. This setup is a lot of fun. I've dropped a lot of people with it, doing a lot of damage on headshots and things, and I'm really enjoying the set. It's a lot of fun. As far as weapon attachments, there's nothing really. I would do those to your preference. The main thing is get your armor, get this 4-piece, figure out what 2-piece you want to run complementary to the 4-piece Banshee, and then go in PvP and just murder people. It's a lot of fun to run this set, and I highly recommend it for PvP. Hey guys, just wanted to add as well before this video ends that I'm working on several other builds that you see on screen. I'm working on an updated Tactician tank, which that video should be up sometime hopefully before the weekend, if not probably Saturday night. I'm working on a Hunter's Faith that should be ready first part of the week. Predator's Mark and Firecrest sometime next week before next weekend. I've got all 4 builds going. I've got the Tactician tank and Hunter's Faith that I'm actually enjoying quite well. Hunter's Faith for group play PvP, and I'm going to cover those in my videos. So if you like this video or you're interested in any of the future videos, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, something to let me know that you like the videos, and I'm going to plan on keep doing Division content. So I look forward to hearing from you guys, and I hope you enjoy the videos.